what role does self-reflection play in developing a growth mindset?
So self-reflection, when you say self-reflection, to me that means self-honesty. So it's about being honest with myself. And I think being honest with myself starts with being honest with someone else, right? And so if I lie, I lie. If I lie to myself, I'm lying to myself. If I lie to other people, I lie to other people. And that's what I think is cool about nutrition and fitness, right? Is we have all these clients and we're depending on them to track their food, to give us the data to make positive changes in their life, right? And so one of the philosophies we have behind when we tell our clients to track food is, I don't care if you go over. I don't care if you eat a Big Mac instead of a chicken breast, but tell me. If you tell me you ate the Big Mac, I'll know why your numbers are skewed, right? So we're not looking for perfection, we're looking for honesty, right? And that's where personal reflection or looking inside starts, is like just being honest with the people around you, right? And that's the cool thing about what we do, is like nobody's perfect, but be honest about your imperfection. And if you're honest about your imperfection, people can help you. But when you lie to people, you're blocking them from helping you, right? No one's expected to be perfect. Consistently imperfect, we can work with consistently imperfect. Consistently imperfect people change and grow, right? But people who aren't honest about their imperfections, no one can help them. I used to surround myself with people that would co-sign whatever I said. If I was having a bad day and somebody at work pissed me off, I had sick friends that I could call, and I didn't even know what I was doing, but I would call them on the way home from work and I'd be like, guess what happened? And those people would say, oh my God, what an asshole, right? Like I had sick friends that I would call with my sickness, and I knew that those sick friends would co-sign what I was saying. And what it did was it just made me sicker and sicker and sicker. And I had friends that we were just staying sick together. And I started at some point, you turn corners. When things get painful and when the condition of who I am becomes painful enough, it's like self-honesty comes from self-defeat, right? It comes from the discomfort of, the conscience is the authentic voice of God. That's what one of my mentors said. Your conscience is the authentic voice of God. And it's just like, sometimes you fracture yourself with garbage and you break yourself in half with bad behavior. And for me, it's like self-honesty comes from defeat, from self-defeat. And it's like, I realized one day, like, I was picking up the phone to call my sick friend, and I was like, you're just gonna get sicker. You know what I mean? Like, you're just gonna feel, what, if I hate this guy, what good is me calling someone to say, yeah, you should hate that guy? What good is that gonna do? It's just gonna make me sicker. And I used to talk from the time I left work. I had a 45-minute commute. I would call people all the way home, right? All the way home, I'd call people. Now I have very few conversations. There's not a lot to talk about. I don't need to have someone co-sign the discomfort of some relationship that I'm not happy about, right? I look inside. Why am I not happy? What is in me why am I giving away my power, right? And then guess what happens? When you stop being sick and you stop calling your sick friends and getting sicker and sicker and sicker, you start serving and serving and serving. So now the phone calls are to someone I'm mentoring, to a client, to someone I love or respect, someone to say, I love you, how are you doing, how was your day, what can I do to help you, is there anything you need me to pick you up on the way home, right? That's the conversation I need to be having on the way home from work, not like calling my sick friend to get sicker. And that's where self-honesty comes. It comes from me breaking myself with discomfort, wanting to change who I am, because who I am is not working.